this is Sharonda, and this is my podcast as well as Facebook Live and YouTube channel, Spiritual Sense. Today is March the 11th, which is a Monday. So in this podcast as well as Facebook Live and YouTube channel, I go over topics regarding the paranormal, occult, and supernatural. I also do what I call reference to as spiritual readings, light and dark. I'm going to do a light and dark reading today. I like to stress that this podcast, Facebook Live, and YouTube channel is for entertainment, sometimes informational purposes. You could go on my podcast platform, which is on Spreaker.com. I have a total of 5 podcasts that I have on there. Some of it is educational, health matters being one, where I go over topics regarding your health and mental health and well being. I have holistic health where I go over things in reference to natural homeopathic remedies that you may want to consider for your minor health concerns. That is on holistic health. I have the true crime, Magic Mind Medium True Crime podcast, and I haven't recorded on that in a few weeks because of time purposes, but I will be resuming where I, present information regarding cases in history and revolving homicide and things of that sort. Um, and then I have Motherland, which is one in regarding the motherland being Africa and cultures and things of that sort. So I have to update on that one as well. But this is the most popular one that I do, and this is Spiritual Sense, which I have my own designated Facebook as well as YouTube channel for Spiritual Sense. Okay. So we're going to start with the reading for today. I think I'm going to do a 6 card for today. And prior to me doing this reading, I'm going to say my prayer. Father, Supreme Being of all being, thank you for waking me, family, and friends alike up this morning to see another day. Continue to bless us and shield us from any injury, harm, or danger. No weapon formed against us shall prosper, as it is said. It is so. I declare and I decree. I want to pay homage to Bash, Shemaya, Shango, Osiris, Ma'at, Ogun, and Oshun. All right, so we're going to proceed with this reading. I do like to also stress that my readings are general. It's nothing that could be admissible in court or anything of the sort. Typically, when I do my readings, I don't know. There's times where, boom, it may be applicable to someone, but that I know or what have you, and I don't feel at liberty to disclose that unless you come forthright and ask. Okay. So we're going to do the 6 card Celtic Cross. Now the Celtic Cross is a 10 card spread, but um, when I'm doing other things, I have shortened it to a 6 card. And what do I mean other things? Well, I'm going to do a light reading and then I'm going to proceed with a dark reading, okay? All right. So let me spread out, and I'm working with my Urban Tarot card. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let's go ahead and get the cards laid out. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and this is card 1. Card 1 mentions the universe card. Typically, when I get the universe cards in reference to karma or some type of um, something repeating itself, if that makes any sense to anybody. But the barrier or obstacle, I have the Empress. Usually, when I get that card, is in reference to um, some type of communication, or whether it be by way of print, uh, communication by way of social media, phone, talk, whatever. Above the situation, I have futility. I pulled this card on yesterday, which essentially means uselessness. The reason I have truce, and we know what truce means. like a pact, if that makes any sense. To the left, I have the food card, and to the right, I have costume designer is what I have. Princess of Cups. We know the cups relates to our feelings, creativity, relationship, intuition, and compassion. So where are we at with this reading? Where are we at with this reading? I think it has a lot to do with commitment. Something lets me know that this reading is your commitment to whatever you have put in place. I think you have a commitment to that, like you are long standing. You are wanting to know. I think you had some concerns in regarding your commitment to something. Something lets me know that um, the issue is communication. That's what it lets me know. But somebody is wanting to know about your commitment. How do you feel about them? Is what it lets me know in this reading. So we're gonna pull from the love cards and see, is it something related to love or whatever the case may be. I don't know. So we're gonna pull three cards. One, two, and three. And that should let us know in terms of, I got one left behind. I got girl talk left behind. So it could very well be in regarding your friends. Like I honestly feel as though you feel at a crossroads right now. So I don't know if something is occupying your time to where the friendship that you have is being tested. Like they want to know if they can trust you. They want to know if you're going to be there in times of trouble, in times of um, when they need you. Is what it lets me know. I have engagement ring, engagement, partnerships, commitment, eternity, completion, and union. So is that not more confirmation as to what I just mentioned? I kid you not. I didn't look at these cards before turning them over. So I honestly feel as though this is in reference to your commitment. That's what it lets me know. Your commitment in terms of girlfriends is being tested. And I mean that in a platonic way. Like they want to know if I can rely on you or if I can count on you in the event of something happening to me. So it lets me know. Get this card too. Photograph. Looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, making new memories. So I feel as though these are true friends. Like these are people that you have been friends with for years. I'm not talking about um anything that's um not talking about like casual relationship. No, you have been friends probably since grade school type of thing. And they want to know that I can count on you and you have my back, so to speak. Get this card too. Coffin, coffin, coffin. Coffin says ending is bringing new beginnings, growth, change, liberation, and transition. I honestly feel as though there's a transition that's occurring in regarding this relationship that you have with these friends. Like they can no longer trust a lot of things that are surrounding them, is what it lets me know. We're going to get a little bit more in depth as to what that means. Because oftentimes when you feel at a crossroads where you feel like there's some type of testing of your heart and things of that sort, something possibly is going on or transpiring in that situation. So we're going to find out what that is. Give me just a moment. We're going to find out what that is. We're going to find out what that commitment is. We want to find out what is going on. So we're going to pull out the thoughts, faith, and belief cards. and we're going to get a synopsis. One, two, and three. All right, I pulled out three cards. This here is going to pretty much give us synopsis as to what is transpired in terms of commitment or lack thereof. Okay, because oftentimes you'll find yourself. Um, I just put it this way. I honestly feel as though that when people don't want to be in a relationship because it can be very taxing and draining. That's what it lets me know. So trust and believe I can understand that. Now we got one, two, and three. Now I have Page of Swords to show up here. Page reference to messengers that bring newness and promise, represents children or young people. So I honestly feel as though this is a representation of your history with these friends or what have you. Swords relates to mind and intellect, action, knowledge, power, and change. I honestly feel as though there may be, and do bear with me because I'm trying to get myself adjusted. There may be some things that is transpiring to where the person is beginning to, something lets me know that there is a battle for the mind, if that makes sense. Like to get you to believe something that is not true. In other words, like a form of programming, if that makes any sense. And I think these friends are reaching out to you to validate them. In other words, to say, I am not crazy. They are saying da 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 da, da and that's not who I am as a person. So I need you to advocate for me. That's what it lets me know. I have 10 of cups. 10 represents renewal, fulfillment, end of cycle. Cups relates to feelings and emotions, creativity, relationships, intuition, and compassion. So I honestly feel as though the key word here is compassion. Compassion, uh, empathy, the ability to understand, the ability to vouch for me. We do have the chariot card that shows up here. I'm going to say in this situation, opposition. That's what I'm going to say. That the chariot card in this situation is in reference to opposition. So I do show that somebody is questioning the person authenticity. And as a result, they need you to validate them. They're saying these things about me that are not true. Please, please, please be a character. In other words, like a character witness for me. That's what it lets me know. Um, let's get a little bit of past history. I keep pulling the Asian card, so I'm gonna pull that out of the deck because it's not focused on that today. Just get your past history. One, two, and three. I'm gonna just do these two at the top. So that's what I feel as though. I feel like right now, um, people are questioning things. I have true trust and faith. So I honestly feel as though um, there's a lack of trust or trustworthiness and faith in terms of your friends, like these lifelong friends. And a lot of things are being said that are not true. I get the imprisonment and slavery. So something lets me know that there is some type of um, attack on the mind is what it lets me know. And what do I mean by that? Some opposition. Like I get wisdom card here. So I honestly feel as though to make them appear to be incompetent or unstable, if that makes any sense to anybody out here. And oftentimes when the enemy is trying to exploit you, the first thing they want to do is question your competency. And I think that's what's going on right now. Like, I need you to come in and to validate me, essentially. Um, so let's get a bit of family history. Where is this coming from? Where is this coming from? Where is this energy coming from? Where is this energy coming from? So let's okay. I pull out two. I had two cards to fold, so I'm going to read both of them, even though uh, with the Egyptian tarot cards, they're very complex, convoluted cards, and typically I try not to read no more than two or three. We're going to go ahead and read two today, because we want to get an idea as to what is actually transpiring in this situation. The first one, both of them are chalices. And chalices essentially are the same as what? Cups, which relates to what? Our feelings. Feelings and emotions, creativity, relationships, intuition, and compassion. So um the main thing involving this reading today is what? Compassion and feelings. That's the main concern in regards to this reading for today. Feelings, commitment, trust, dependability. Can I count on you? Can I have you to have my back? Are you there for me? And things of that sort. That's what I feel. I show a lot of anxiety. Trust. I have the trust and faith card, which is trust or lack thereof. So I honestly feel as though that's basically what it is. Can I trust you? Can I count on you? Will you stab me in the back when things don't go right or go wrong? Can I depend on you when I can't depend on anyone else? That's what I feel. We have three of chalices, and then we have what? 10 of chalices. So I'm going to read the numbers in this situation. Give me just a moment. Okay. Now, three represents groups, expansion, and expression. So, as I mentioned, groups, a partnership, expansion, expression. They want to know if I can depend on you. 10, renewal, fulfillment, end of cycles, end of cycle. Okay. Three of chalices says the papyrus scepter, this amulet worn around the neck by the pharaohs, is destined to give vigor and new youth. Okay, so I honestly feel as though, because of this change in process as we go through the milestones in life, oftentimes you have the enemy that will come in to separate, divide, and create hostility. The positive mentions growth, career advance, toast to success, relief, healing, happy end to an undertaking. Now, this is as we are advancing, as we are going through the milestones and things like that. Oftentimes, you'll have negativity that will gravitate to you. The negativity says move, excesses, small arguments that carry on over time. So, as I mentioned, there's an attack on the mind. I showed that the emotions and feelings are being manipulated by this attack on the mind. Don't believe everything that presents to you. It's the point. Okay? But ultimately, I think your feelings are is the key factor in this reading today. So we're going to go to the 10 of chalices. It says the chalices of souls. The god Horus, surrounded by 10 chalices, symbols of the hearts and containing the souls destined for reincarnation. I'm going to tell you what I feel as though this is. I think what is going on with you is you're being visited by spirits. When I was a little girl, I had a moment where I was able to see spirits in the horizon. And I think about the movie Angels in the Outfield because they was kind of like mermaid light, but they was spirits, and I seen them on the horizon. I honestly feel as though those were God way of letting me know how life truly works. And I think things have opened up to you where you begin to question your sanity, the validity of what presents to you, and you begin to think there's something is wrong with you. No, no, no. Nothing is wrong with you. This is how God communicates to us when the spiritual eye has been honed. And oftentimes you'll get a lot of attacks. Oh, she crazy. She just don't pay that any attention because once again, you'll begin to relate one thing to the next. This equates to this. Okay. The positive, I have happy union, harmony in the family, with friends or in society, good reputation. So I think the attack is on your reputation or even, uh, your competency. Oftentimes, when things are working favorable for you, you get all these negative spirits that represent themselves to say to the contrary. You're no different than the next person. We all would go through this. So the negative mentions ill-worded efforts, badly placed trust in the nation, and violence. Because these individuals have been placed in situations where they don't feel trust, they don't feel comfort, they don't feel security, they present these. I do apologize. They present it out. So you have to learn how to deviate energies. Is essentially where we're getting at in terms of this reading. Learn how to not get so captivated in the hoopla in it all, if that makes any sense. Because it's easy to get sidetracked in the negativity and you lose sight of the whole purpose and point in it all. We all would get that way. And I think you're no different than anybody else. Okay, so let's get your energy read. Let's see what's going on in terms of your energy. We do know that I think um there's some ties to the paranormal in regards to this energy. I get trust again. Trust. When people are insecure, energies don't believe. And you get visited by that energy, and then you begin to take on those feelings and emotions. It say, I trust life and my strengths. Each moment guides me to the light. Everything on my path is placed there for my growth. Let's get your angel card read. And we're gonna do a dark reading, but it's I'm just gonna pull one of the dark general uh cards because we already know what. Remember who you are. Don't lose sight of who you are. Oftentimes when you are played with a change, particularly when you're moving towards your goal or your destiny, the enemy likes to distract you from what is purposeful for you. It says, Archangel Michael, you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved, is what it mentions. Now, let's go ahead. Let's pull your life's purpose. What is your life's purpose? What is your life's purpose? Let's get your life's purpose card. I have environmentalist. That's what I have. Take note of things that are purposeful. You're an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. So I honestly feel as though you are connecting with that other spectrum of life. You're seeing the you're slowing down and you're taking life step by step. Am I ready to let go of this buried shame. I honestly feel as though um, the shame is not your feelings; it's the feelings of those negative energy that come towards you. I think they feel a sense of shame, uh, which oftentimes is not warranted. So often, many times, when you begin to take on others' emotions, you will own them as your own, and then they're done with it. So you have to you got to be able to deviate and separate your feelings from others. That's part of being an empath, empathetic, when you have the ability to do that. Now, so let's move forward. We have this card here. Again, I just mentioned that. What do you think when you see that card? Being weighed down. You feel weighed down. Don't allow the enemy to weigh you down with their thoughts and emotions. All right. Let's proceed with the Moonology card. All right, what does the Moonology card have? Let's pull that one. So I'm combining it all in a nutshell. We're getting it all out. A new start is coming, new moon. So pay attention to this. A new start is coming. Like I said, 2024 is what? It's the year for transformation. That means things are going to work out favorable for you. The enemy loves to get you sidetracked and what? Of course, when things are working favorably for you. Once again, let's pull out my now. These cards are my forgot what they're called, but it's gonna pull one of these out. It mentions the barley moon 23 appreciate. So I think this situation is needing validation and validity and from your longtime friends, childhood friends. I think that confirmation right there is that they do appreciate you and you appreciate them and vouch for each other and look out for one another. Okay, I'm gonna pull out two of these. These are the demon cards here, and demon can be challenges that you're facing, as we all will. Okay, we all will face challenges. I have Valley Four, Four of Pentacles. What does Pentacles represent? Well, it relates to material aspects of life, career, finances, business, and possession. Tempts thieves to steal serve as an excellent familiar. So, in other words, setup. I honestly feel as though the enemy is, you have, okay, your feelings are overruled in this reading. Ultimately, the attack is for the mind to get you to believe something that is not true because of some things that were said about you. I think the enemy is trying to bring doubt to break away, if that makes any sense. Break away the authenticity of the relationship. Oftentimes, you'll find spirits like when they say there's a close bond and some type of commitment and loyalty, the first thing a jealous demonic spirit would do is come in to bring division and divide. And that's what is going on with you right now. Okay? The next card I have is Wheel of Fortune. It says Valak or Valak. Okay? Tells where treasures are hidden, reveals hidden dangers. So that's a demonic spirit. It's a spirit that is trying to create division and divide. It's all about it and its own purpose and concern. Not for a cause. The only cause it's for is to create division and divide. Okay. So I am going to conclude this episode of Spiritual Sense light and dark reading because, like I mentioned, the light reading is what it's going to bring enlightenment, but to get to the root of the issue as to what it is, that's where the darkness is being revealed. I got one that bent up here. The moon card was bent up. Okay, so we want to, um, if there is a bond amongst you and your friends, you don't have anything to fearful of. And oftentimes that's what the enemy's job is to do, is to create division and divide. This is how the enemy capitalize and exploit off of communication or lack thereof. Is the point. If they see a weak spot amongst those who share a commonality, then they can profit from that. Is the point. Okay? So I am going to conclude this episode of Spiritual Sense, light and dark reading. As I mentioned on yesterday, I said that I was going to um, do a reading or do a topic regarding spiritual language. So, for time purposes, I will be getting everything formulated together for that topic, but it may be tomorrow when I can get to. I was trying to get to it yesterday, but I had things to do. So it will be on tomorrow when I can get to that topic regarding um, spiritual language. It's pretty much a refresher on something that I mentioned before in the past, and I just decided to give a name to it. Is essentially what that is. Okay. So until then, you have a safe and wonderful day. Good day.